forward then to independence. To independence now. Tomorrow, the United States of Africa.
Before 1961, the Black Stars, as the Ghanaian national team are known, had been coached by Europeans. As part of his plan to Africanize national life, Nkrumah brought back Charles Gyamfi, who was playing in Germany for Fortuna Düsseldorf, to become national coach. He and the players all had direct access to the head of state.
Being a star within the Black Star, I can always go to him without even making an appointment. I go to him. If I'm in need of anything, I go to him and tell him.
The Black Stars became the ambassadors of Ghana, spreading Nkrumah's gospel of Pan-Africanism.
I remember in 1965, during the Kenya's Independence Day, we were asked to go to Kenya and exhibit the Ghana brand of football in those days. On Sunday, when we met them, we beat them 13 goals to nil, a Kenya national team. And Jomo Kenyatta was there. A very nice independence present for Jomo Kenyatta.
At this time, the progress of the Black Stars reflected Ghana's economic and political dominance of the continent. When Ghana hosted the African Cup of Nations in 1963, the Black Stars were a shining example to the rest of Africa. Gyamfi, the only black African coach in the competition, Aggrey Finn, the first of 4 Black Star captains to lift the Nations Cup. Brimming with confidence, the Black Stars travelled to Tunisia to defend their African title 2 years later, meeting the hosts in the final. Nkrumah had personally promised new houses to the Black Stars if they secured a second African championship, which they did.
In 1965, I was the footballer of the year. I was given a television, and a special song by the police was played for me. All the ministers of state were standing up, and I was the only person who was sitting there. But I wept tears of joy.
But by this time, Nkrumah's popularity was declining.
Nkrumah confronted a lot of problems pursuing that agenda. He was seen as a man who had a bloated image of himself, who had a personal agenda to lead Africa and not necessarily to bring the people of Africa together.
In 1966, whilst on a trip to China, Nkrumah was overthrown by a military coup. Ghanaian football would never be the same again.
Recently, we were asked to come for an award. We were given a tea kettle. A tea kettle.